Morning and welcome. I am Obi Chukwemeka Oti. Here are the developing stories. The Speaker of the Ondo State House of Assembly, Bamidele Olalelogun, has refuted the news during the rounds that he has resigned from his position. The Speaker, in a phone interview with Osrc, said the letter informing of his resignation bearing his signature was forged. Okay, we hope to bring you his words exactly in our later bulletin. The Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, Mele Kyari, is optimistic that the fuel queues across the country will be a thing of the past soon. Kyari, who assured Nigerians that the situation will not last, said supply for the key trouble with PMS system is over 810 million liters of petroleum in depots, tanks and fuel stations across the country. Kyari said following the hike in pump price and the resultant effects on commercial fare, the president is working out some palliative measures to ease the pains of Nigerians. According to him, there is an ongoing process of rehabilitation to ensure one of the refineries is ready this year.
Queues that surface.
We will now go back to that story where the Speaker of Ondo State House of Assembly, Bamidele Olalelogun, has refuted the news during the rounds that he has resigned from his position. The Speaker, in a phone interview with Osrc, said the letter informing of his resignation bearing his signature was forged.
The letter going around that I've resigned as a Speaker is not so. That is not my own, it's not letter from me. I remain the Speaker of Ondo State House of Assembly. The signature is not my own. The date that I wrote there, that is not how I used to write my date. And there is no way I will sign like that. It's not my own signature. And the clerk is around to confirm that I have never given any letter. I still remain the Speaker of Ondo State House.
Queues that greeted different petrol stations in Akure following the statement on removal of fuel subsidy at the inaugural address of President Bola Tinubu have disappeared. But the disappearance is coming at a cost. Motorists now purchase a litre of petrol for 500 naira. This development and its attendant effects continue to generate reactions amongst Nigerians. Osrc Zaidari Bisala in this report captures how commuters are coping with many trekking to reduce transportation costs.
Queues that surfaced at fuel stations across Ondo State a day after the inauguration of Bola Tinubu as president are no longer existing. Easy driving in and out of the fuel stations is coming at a price, 500 naira per litre of petrol.
In a day before, if I buy 1,000 naira fuel, which is 5 liters, I didn't buy fuel again. But today now, as 500 naira now, I buy fuel 2.5, which is 5 liters. Because I didn't buy 2,005, they can't pay me.
Just 2 liters, 1,000. There's some fuel inside the car before, so it will be enough.
Some fuel stations still remain locked, while others looked deserted despite dispensing. Away from the pumps, the reality of the recent hike in petrol price is visible on the streets within Akure metropolis. Taxi drivers paused their operations for a while to project the need for an increase of fares. The situation has left some passengers expectedly stranded.
The hardship is too much now. I'm stranded now. I try from here to Ilesagaj now. The hardship is too much.
Interstate travels are not spared in witnessing price changes.
It's not palatable at all. I left Lagos yesterday to Akure and I spent almost 6,000 naira. So which before on a norm, I can't spend up to 5,000.
The recent increase in pump price of petrol and the attendant hike in transportation fares are pushing some Nigerians to put on a tough skin to adapt, abandoning their private vehicles, while others resort to trekking a distance to reduce expenses.
We are not prepared for this. It happened accidentally, which it affects everybody. You understand? But there's nothing we can do. There's nothing. But if really that is what they are working on, I think it's the best thing to do. But for now, everybody will feel the pain.
It's not easy because there's hack in transportation right now. I have my car, but I cannot to fuel it. It's not easy.
I understand the fact that the president is trying to bring a positive change, but he shouldn't just pronounce the removal of the subsidy just like when he resumes office. You know, seriously, Nigerians are really going through a lot of challenges. It's not that the salary of people have increased. No. Now like this, you are seeing like this, I have to trek because I don't have money to, you know, to transport myself from where I was to where I'm going to. So it's not easy.
The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited NNPCL latest template of over 200% jump in pump price of premium motor spirit across the country is receiving a backlash from some residents too. NNPCL has said market competition will lead to the reduction of petrol pump price, with the group managing director Mili Kiari stating that the current inflated prices are just a week or 2 week reactions. Sahid Aribisala, Osrc News.
The economic stimulus package of the new administration in the country continues to interest stakeholders in society. The latest to applaud President Tinubu's promise on the economy is the Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget in Ondo State, Mr. Emmanuel Igbason, who expressed belief that the move, if well implemented, will lift millions of Nigerians out of poverty. Omoshilola Desoya Ajayi now completes the story.
Is ranked the 31st largest economy in the world in terms of nominal gross domestic product, GDP, and the largest in Africa. The last 8 years have been seen as tough for Nigerians as the country experienced 2 economic recessions coupled with the outbreak of coronavirus in 2020. However, the economic policies of the present administration, as promised by President Bola Tinubu in his speech, seems to bring about some ray of hope for the nation, especially the business community that has been groaning under inconsistent economy. While reacting to some of the policies put in place by President Tinubu to revive the economy, the Ondo State Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, Emmanuel Igbason, described it as a robust and well-thought programs. He commended the consumers' credit reforms of the president, noting that it will help Nigerians as the nation embraces cashless economy and promotes productive activities in the economy.
Cashless economy is that you are able to access what you want without paying fully for it. It functions and it derives from a credit system, creating what I would call the ripple effect in the economy. That is the basis upon which economies grow.
Mr. Igbason warned that the president should put in place measures to ensure a seamless run at the level of implementation.
It is not simplistic as we have made it. For example, for that policy, if the administration does not first tackle this multiple identity system of Nigeria, it's going to fail. Because what simply some people will do is to get some credit in Safari, travel to Lagos, get another one, travel to Port Harcourt, get another one, go to Enugu, get another one, and mess up the whole policy. So, there are some things that needed to be done for that policy to come in place.
On the issue of subsidy removal and subsequent announcements of petroleum pump price by the NNPCL, the Budget Commissioner opined that government should look outside the box by creating ways of cushioning the effects of the harsh economic impact on the citizens.
Is there any alternative for public transport? For example, let us look at civil servants. Majority of us will depend on monthly wages. So if this thing hit me on the wrong side, where is the government boss that will say, okay, you will pass through my side by 7 o'clock, by 7:30, and then I can arrange myself to join the bus to that place? These are some of the things that government needed to put in place before implementing any public policy. You look at how it's going to affect different sectors, different spectrum of people, and then try to cushion the effect.
He therefore advised Nigerians to be prudent in their spending, reset their minds to meet up with the reality, and support the government to succeed. Omoshiliola Adesoye Ajayi, Osrc News.
That does it on Developing Stories. To join us again at midday for World at Noon. Good morning.